Is it still over? Are we still through? Since my phone still ain't ringing, can I assume it still ain't you? Well, I've half a mind to take the time to find somebody new. But I'm not too sure that I'm still over you. Hi, everybody out there in Internet Land. I have a hard time not going into a Randy Travis voice. I do a Randy Travis, you know. Cause on the other hand, there's a golden band to remind me of someone who would not understand. So whenever I'm singing one of his songs, like, is it still over? Are we still through? Since my phone still ain't ringing, can I assume it still ain't you? But I didn't start with that. I started in, I don't know. They're all my own voices, so I guess in one of my other voices. So there you go. Or, he wore starched white shirts, buttoned down the neck. Used to sit in the shed and watch the chickens peck. His teeth were gone. What the heck? I thought he walked on water. If the story's told, only heaven knows. But his hat seemed to me like an old halo. And though his wings, they were never seen, I thought he walked on water. So, I don't know. I want to do more than just songs and jokes on here, obviously. One of my first videos is the whole everybody sees the super, nobody sees the man video, which is about Superman and how when you're writing Superman, you have to remember he's a human being. And not only a human being, but a good human being. And because he's good, he chooses to help. He's not selfish. He chooses to help other people with his abilities, not just his super abilities, but in all aspects of his life. He's one of the best heroes of all time, and he is truly a hero. So the struggle that he has with the criticism he gets was kind of the focus of that. So what else is going on? I did that Fantastic Four, I don't know, pitch, I guess you'd call it, where this is what I'd do if I was going to bring the Fantastic Four into the MCU. Reed would be a former SHIELD agent who has experience with the extraterrestrials. Ben is a former Marine fighter pilot. The Human Torch has been raised by his sister, who's a medical doctor, a genius, and already married to Reed. There's a lot that I would change from the comic and make it fit. I don't think Kevin Feige ever saw that, because I think it got like 17 views from my 43 subscribers. Thank you, 43 subscribers. Soon going on 42, the way things have been going lately. Yeah. So you can kind of see it reflected in my glasses, but I'm shooting across from a window and a squirrel just ran by. That's what I was looking at. What else is going on? Not much. I missed yesterday, so now I'm doing a video today. Hopefully I'll be able to do, 7 in a row and call it a week at some point and go from there. This is fun, but I need to find my stride. That's really what this is about, is finding my stride. So, there you go. Haven't watched any new movies really lately. I saw Suicide Squad, but that's because I've got HBO Max. It's better than the first one, in my opinion. Wasn't exactly a sequel. I don't know what the DCEU is trying to do as far as
continuity goes. But if you need somebody to run herd on your continuity, let me know. I could do a pretty good job. I'd want to start over though, which seems to be a pretty good idea because Wonder Woman 84 didn't perform. Part of that was the pandemic. Let's be honest. Wonder Woman 84 didn't perform the way you wanted it to, and there's a lot of bad press right now about Aquaman 2, which is sad to say. I liked Aquaman 1. Uh, was it a perfect story? No. No, it wasn't. Was it fun and enjoyable? Yes. Yes, it was. Um, did it have great visuals? Yeah. Did it have fun fight scenes? Yeah, it did. Was the characterization pretty good? Yeah, it was good. It was a good movie. It was fun. It made like $1 billion. Good for them. I enjoyed it. I'm not looking. Not everything has to be Shakespeare. Um, the continuity has to fit. Otherwise, you're going to lose your audience eventually, unless you're aiming right at kids with Transformers. That first movie with Michael Bay was excellent, incredibly well done, fun movie. And then the second one they did without a writer's, well, right in the middle of a writer's strike, and they made even more money, such a ridiculous amount of money. But when you look at ticket sales, it was all kids. So they're like, look, if we just put giant robots up on screen, we don't have to worry about a great story and continuity and all these other factors of storytelling, modern mythos and whatnot. And it worked for him. It worked for him for 5 movies until Bumblebee. Was it 5 or is it 4 and then Bumblebee? Let's see. First one, Rise of the Fallen, which made no sense. Dark Side of the Moon, which also made no sense. Though I gotta admit, they did some throwbacks to the original cartoon in those that were just phenomenal. I didn't see the one with Grimlock in it. Couldn't get anyone to go to the theater with me, and I haven't seen it on any streaming service. It's probably on one of the ones I'm subscribed to. Then Bumblebee. So yeah, Bumblebee's number 5. Bumblebee was pretty good. Saw that on something, HBO Max or Hulu or whatever. So it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed seeing John Cena in it. He's not my favorite actor. He's not my favorite wrestler, but he does a good job, and pretty much he puts his whole heart into whatever he does, including apologizing. I mean, that was a little over the top there, John. Um, Chinese seemed to like it, but really, that was almost groveling, buddy. That's Well, he wasn't apologizing to the West. In the West, that would have been too much. Maybe it was fine for China. I don't know. What else? But he was good in that. That was a good story. It was fun. It was closer to G1 in the Transformations, which is their best-selling stuff. Whether I like it the most or not, I'm not the one buying the toys. I mean, yeah, I collect 1 or 2 things here once in a while. When the Dinobots came out a couple years back, I picked all those up. The ones that actually form into the giant Gestalt figure. But I'm not their target audience, and that's okay. It's okay. It's fine, actually. I don't want to be their target audience. If I was their target audience, Hasbro would go out of business. But I know their target audience. I'm not that kind of a collector. And I'm not a kid. Well, maybe I'm a little bit of a kid. But I don't play with toys anymore. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not who they're aiming at. And I get that. I can appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot, actually. But I know who they're aiming at. I hang out with the collectors. They're also usually the big nerds who want to talk story. So I love talking story. So what else is going on? I don't know. Got to find a direction. Rambling, impromptu performances. I don't have a joke prepared for you guys. I should probably start reading old joke books and figuring out some material. Most of the stuff I do that's funny is more observational in the moment and improv. I love improv. Do 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 ba da 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 da. Oh, I don't really want to talk politics. I could, but meh. What else? Young Justice is hopefully coming out soon. They're saying December now, maybe. Season 4 of Miraculous is out. I don't think anyone on my channel cares, seeing how my view count on that was really low, even for me. And hey, I'm the king of low view counts. Um, it's a kid's show. The continuity, though, holds up. The story holds up. I'm not saying it's worth watching for adults, but if you have to watch it with a kid, it's not going to be bad. What else is going on? I got nothing. Hopefully I'll have something more to talk about tomorrow. Hey, is today 9/11? Let me double check. Come on, scroll down. You're not scrolling down. If it is, then I think yesterday was 9/11. It was yesterday 9/10. Doesn't matter. If it's 9/11 when this gets posted, then let's take a moment today and remember everybody who's fallen, everybody who gave their lives to protect freedom and America and deal with the very, very real threat of terrorism from 20 years ago that we're not worried about now. It's 20 years later, and we are far less worried about terrorism than we were 20 years ago. And that's due to our men and women, our servicemen and women who have done a fantastic job defending this country from a very ambiguous threat. It's hard to nail down. This isn't like going to war against one country. This is going to war against in a lot of little groups who aren't always working together, which is a bonus for us because that makes it harder for them to cohese, to come together, which is good. It means we're not as big of a threat, and we've destroyed a lot of terror cells over the years, and we dealt with a lot of domestic terrorism over the last 20 years, and I'm not as worried about it. I don't feel like it affects me day to day like it did 20 years ago. So that's a good thing. So thank you. And that's it. This has been an impromptu video.